Sweety, written by Andrea Zuill, Z-U-I-L-L. Zuill? Layton, this is the book that Mrs. Q read to you in media on Monday. I got it from the library, and I'm going to drop it off at your house so you can read it too. You're going to really like the pictures. They're pretty cool. We didn't really get to see the pictures very well when Miss Q read this book. And after you hear this book, you'll be able to do the assignment where you are supposed to draw a picture of your favorite part of the story, and then Mommy would write a sentence about your favorite part, and then Mommy has to take a picture of that. Yeah, take a picture of your drawing and send it to Miss Q. That's your assignment this week. Anyway, Sweety is a story of a naked mole rat. So get a good look at Sweety. She's pretty silly looking, isn't she? Naked mole rats are apparently very silly looking. And here is Sweety. And can you tell what she likes to do? Read books. Like me, I love to read books. Sweety was awkward, even for a naked mole rat. There's little tiny writing at the bottom of this page that says, "Please note that naked mole rats are born without fur, but not without the love of clothes." The illustrator is grateful for this since she didn't have to draw a bunch of highly embarrassing pictures. And what she's saying is that the illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is happy she didn't have to actually draw naked mole rats. So here's a lot of naked mole rats all wearing clothes, and they have some very prominent teeth. And over here, this is Sweety. She really doesn't look much different than the rest of the mole rats. Sweety's own grandmother called her a little square peg. Sweety didn't exactly know what that meant. "Well, aren't you Grandma's little square peg?" But she did know that she didn't always fit in. So there's Sweety and her grandmother. Aren't you glad your grandmas don't look like that? And there's Sweety, noting that she just doesn't fit in. Sweety could be intense. Here are her friends. "My doll's name is Ellie. She likes cupcakes. My doll is David. My grandma gave him to me. This is Sunshine. She wants to be a doctor. Sweety, who's your doll? This is Warrior Princess Zorna, friend of the friendless, destroyer of evil, lover of chocolate beet cake with cream cheese frosting. Her favorite color is aubergine, and my mom made her for me." Sweety is intense. And people found her hobbies a bit bizarre. She invites her friends over. "Would you like to come over to my house and help me identify fungi?" "No, thank you," said her friend. So Sweety likes science if she likes fungi. Occasionally, Sweety did things that others had a hard time comprehending. Comprehending means understanding. Like the day she gave her book report through interpretive dance. There's Sweety, wearing a purple leotard of sorts, telling about a book. And her friends are looking at each other and saying, "What book is this?" I like that her classroom is obviously underground. There's a cave. There were times when Sweety wondered what it would be like to be someone else, someone like Deb. Deb always said the right thing and had stylish friends. Best of all, she had beautiful hair. Sweety wanted hair like Deb's. Now look at Deb's hair. Deb has one hair with a bow on it. But everybody else has no hair. So I guess that's why she wants Deb's hair. She thought maybe she should try a wig. What do you think? Should Sweety wear a wig? Aren't you glad you have hair? You two both have beautiful hair, like your mommy. Then there were times when Sweety just felt like being Sweety. So, Sweety is underground, laying on her bed, reading books. Because that's what Sweety likes to do. She's got a lot of books. You guys have a lot of books too, don't you? Books are the best. The best days were when Aunt Ruth visited. Aunt Ruth understood Sweety perfectly. She didn't think Sweety's hobbies were weird. Really, not a single one. And here comes Aunt Ruth. And look, Aunt Ruth is dancing with Sweety. And outside reading books with Sweety. Sweety and her aunt loved going through old family photo albums. Sweety especially liked the pictures of her mom and her aunt when they were her age. So here are some pictures of her mom and her aunt. Looking a little bit weird, especially down here. I wonder if you're ever going to have your hair like that or like that. Blue hair, green hair. On her most recent visit, Aunt Ruth talked about how she was called a square peg when she was young. Sweety was starting to understand what that meant. Aunt Ruth said that being different was one of the best things about her life, and that if you stayed true to yourself, you would find your people. That made Sweety think. I think Sweety wants to find her people. Were there really people out there for her? How would they recognize her? How would she recognize them? Was there a secret handshake she'd have to learn? She really hoped there was a secret handshake. Sweety wondered how many times she'd been close to one of her people and not even known it. Something like that. So Sweety's got the question mark above her head. She's standing amongst a whole bunch of other naked mole rats, wondering if one of them could be her people. And by her people, she means somebody like her, who thinks like her. What if she stepped it up a notch? Would her people be able to spot her more easily? My name is Sweety. I like dancing, mushrooms, and rainy days. You too? Need to find your people? Maybe we're a match. Flyers are available. Should she do that? Or would she just seem desperate? For now, she'd trust Aunt Ruth, continue to do her favorite things, and just be herself. And maybe she'd try a couple of new hobbies just for fun. So it looks like Sweety is trying knitting. So here's Sweety. Look at the difference in what she's knitting compared to her friends. Rainbow colors. And down here, she's trying baking a cake. That's a pretty fancy cake, huh? After all, being Sweety wasn't so bad. There's Sweety, outside admiring mushrooms, saying, "Sigh, they're beautiful." She loves mushrooms. That's a form of fungi. In fact, it could be pretty awesome. Well, aren't you a fuzzy little caterpillar? And who knew when someone else pretty awesome might come along? Oh my gosh, isn't that the cutest little caterpillar? My name is Sandy. Your shirt is wonderful. I wouldn't mind having a shirt with a mushroom on it. I love mushrooms. My favorite is Gyromitra esculenta. It looks like a brain. Maybe Sweety has found her person. There's Sweety admiring a caterpillar, and along comes somebody else admiring a caterpillar. Maybe they have a lot in common. Maybe Sweety has found a person just like her. Hi, Sandy. My name's Sweety. Would you like to learn a secret handshake? Why, yes, thank you. So in this story, Sweety, who is very different, wonders where she can find somebody who likes the same thing she does. I like what it says on the back on the dedication page. It says, for all those who have accepted their inner oddball. Because in some ways, we all are a little odd. When you get older, you will see what you like that maybe nobody else likes, or it seems like nobody else likes it. So for now, think about what part of this story, Sweety, you liked the best. Love you.